Hello and welcome to another week of the support and clarity from Spirit for you. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you've had a fabulous week. And so we're doing this from, Monday the 25th through to Sunday the 31st of July. And so how I work is I call in my guides, all those in spirit who love me, and I ask them to pass on any information, tips, techniques, this sort of thing that is going on for this week. All right, so just give me a sec. I'll just tune in, seal off, and we'll get straight into it together. All right, this is an interesting one. So they're talking about, because forgiveness and this sort of thing and gratitude also pops up quite a lot. And it's, sometimes you don't, when you think about forgiveness, it's external. But they're saying, what about if you did this internally? And it's about forgiving yourself for the things in which you felt like you wanted to do better, or you felt like you didn't do to the fullest extent that you could, or for not going for things, for regrets or things like that. And so it's that thing too about, doing a little bit of an exercise with this. Now, accompanying this, not just doing the forgiveness, but on the other side is gratitude or congratulations. And anyone that watches these videos every week knows that I talk about congratulating yourself quite a lot. But there's quite a lot more power in doing this and actually stating it or writing it down as well. So what you could do is have, sort of divide the paper up into two sides, and you could say, right, I forgive myself for, not calling my friend when, I think I would have, I should have. And then you can go, okay, well, I'm going to congratulate myself for taking the time out to do that the other week, that I did call somebody up or I did take time out for myself. So it's that thing too, you don't have to have an even number of forgiveness and gratitude, but you can even just do this one at a time as well. It doesn't need to be divided up, but it's that thing too about, it's about forgiveness, about acceptance as well. And, it's funny because my guides were just saying then, they say, look, we've been human before as well. Everyone's guides have been human before. And they're saying that we understand what it's like to be here and to live in a body and to, be living on earth, be incarnate, all this sort of thing. They're saying, look, it's a pretty hard gig at times. And it's something in which we can get pretty hard on ourselves about, but just giving yourself that kind of acceptance and that surrender within that too. And sometimes this can come into the fact that I just didn't know that, or that's where I was at that time, or being okay with that. And it's that thing too about writing these things down. It's actually be quite powerful. And then at the end of your week or the end of a month or that sort of thing, you can have a small ceremony where you burn this stuff, where you bury it, where, you pay gratitude to yourself, where you allow these things to either manifest or you're going to release them. And they're saying you can do this on the dark moon and the full moon as well. So, just a bit of an idea about, things that resonate with you at that time. And, it may resonate with you 1 month or 1 week and the next time it doesn't. That's okay as well. Life's never stagnant and we're never stagnant. And so, they're saying we're getting on to Monday here. Monday's about changing your mind, okay? So they're saying that there are going to be some situations that are going to reveal themselves where, you know, you're not going to be as clear, or no, they're saying you're just going to want a different thing, not be as clear. How's that? I just changed my mind about what was coming through. I didn't read it correctly, but they're saying this thing too about changing your mind, that this is okay, and you know it's that thing too that as we evolve through life and as we do things and as we need different things, we do change our mind, we do change our needs, and that's okay. And it's that thing about really being okay with that, about feeling good about that, and also about being honest with yourself, which is saying is coming into Tuesday. You know, so there's some things that there's a few people out there where there's some things that have been weighing on their mind for quite a while. I'm getting anywhere from sort of 3 months to, I just said 3 years, which I didn't realize I was going to go back that far, about things in which they would like to do. Some of this stuff's around partnerships, some of this stuff's around jobs, some of this stuff's around personal, and that sort of thing. Which I know that's quite a wide area, but they're saying it actually makes sense to the people out there that this resonates with. And what are you holding back on being honest about this? And you know, it doesn't it doesn't mean telling people where to go and so forth. It could just mean about making a decision. It could just mean about going, okay, well, I'm going to do this course. I'm going to start thinking in a different way. I'm going to, you know, sort of not put as much energy into a particular relationship or time. I'm going to start looking for another job position. But it's that thing too about, you know, allowing yourself to be honest and to flow with what's coming up for you and what's feeling right for you. So we're getting on to Wednesday now. What's Wednesday? All right, so Wednesday is also, it's interesting because they're talking about nutrition, but they're also talking about nutrition in the way of what are you feeding yourself. So there's a little bit of stinking thinking going on around at the moment, and coming up to past half year as well. You know, some of the people are like, oh shit, you know, like more than half the year's gone. I haven't accomplished this, or I haven't done that. Why haven't I got my shit together yet? Why haven't I pulled my finger out? Why haven't I sorted this thing? But what that's going to do is that's going to contain that energy within you. And whenever that comes up again, that energy is going to arise and it's going to be blocked. You're not going to be able to release that. So this is actually, yeah, going back to forgiveness and congratulations, is that thing about going, okay, well, you know, I'm okay with the fact that I haven't done this. You know, I've got forgiveness for myself for whatever reason I didn't do it. Whether that is I just couldn't be bothered and whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is. But it's that thing too that you can go, right, I'm going to congratulate myself for the fact that I'm honouring that at the moment. And I'm going to feel good about what I can do from now on. And this is going on to Thursday. I've got no idea what days we're up to. I hope Thursday's the right day. And it's about that laughing about me with that, being so in the moment that I've forgotten what I was up to. But it's about taking small steps as well, and it's about honouring yourself for each small step that you're making. And it's about, you know, recognising that every time you do make those small movements, that before you know it, they do actually create a much larger picture. They do actually, things fall into place. And it is a bit of a cheesy saying, you know, from little things, big things grow, that kind of thing. But it's that thing where, you know, unless you start honouring, congratulating yourself for those small steps that you're making and releasing or forgiving yourself for the things that, you know, you might not have done or you're changing or so forth, you know, you're not going to allow that pathway to open up and for you to move down into a much clearer and focused headspace, which is getting on to Friday. So there's a bit of congestion around people's throats around their heart as well, and just sort of moving some of that junk at the moment. Yeah, and it's that thing that, look, you don't have to have all the answers, they're saying on Friday. You don't have to have all the answers, you know. I'm not saying this is the best way to work. Where's my spray? There it is. I've got my cleaning spray, which is a little bit of vodka. Yes, vodka. A little bit of vodka, all filtered water, and about 10 to 15 drops of lavender and tea tree. Really good solution to clean things energetically. You can spray it around your house and that sort of thing. And I use it for keeping my hands clean when I'm working. And it's that thing too, and if people that have seen me or have watched these videos for a while, I actually don't plan things that much when I'm working, because I find that it sort of contains me a little bit too much. And, you know, just going things, taking it step by step and enjoying the ride and enjoying where you're at, and actually really, you know, sort of recognizing that, you know, you've got the confidence to know when you're going to need to turn a left or right, or to keep going, and that sort of thing. You don't need to have everything worked out, and I feel like, you know, that's really relevant for a few people out there, which gets on to Saturday. And this, okay, Saturday's a free day. They just said, so Saturday's a free day. So Saturday's a day where you can just do whatever you want, whatever you're feeling, whatever works for you, whatever's good. So it's about having a free day. It's about allowing yourself to have that free day and really feeling good about it, and flowing with that. Everyone needs a free day. So we're getting on to Sunday now. What's Sunday about? So Sunday, it's actually about cleaning up, actually. It's funny. Now, I'm trying to work out whether this is physical or it's non-physical, and they're saying it's a bit of both, depending on what what your actual needs are. There's no sort of straight line right across the board here, and they're saying that this is with everything as well. You know, you can really sort of apply this to pretty much all things in your life. So it's really about asking yourself what you actually need to do. Do you need to clean things up within your structure, within your mind, you know, or do you just need to give the house a good spring clean? Not spring clean, winter clean, but do you need to give the place a really good clean up and that sort of thing? And, you know, honour yourself from doing that as well, because, you know, having a clean environment, both on a physical level, but both on a mental and emotional level, is really going to help you to feel more grounded, more clear, more sustained, and more focused for what you actually do want to do and what you do want to achieve. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. They're saying that's it for this week. So I just want to thank you for joining me. Thank you very much for joining me. I love all your comments. When you like me, share me around, subscribe, all that kind of thing, to my YouTube channel or to my Facebook page. So yeah, if you would like a private session with me, we're doing lots of different things. So just give me a call. All the links are below, or check out davidmjohn.com or .com.au, Facebook, websites, Google pages, YouTube. I'm there. I'm all over it. All right, beautiful. Thanks again, and take care. Look after yourself. Big love.